So, We Don't Have Time has a fine tradition of having live music performances and music videos on our shows, often with a climate theme. That's always a bit risky because some people hear the word climate and go, oh, that can't possibly be pop music. But you have to be very careful with the way you write it. These COP29 broadcasts are no exception. We're going to have some music. And the Be Cool campaign uses music to inspire youth climate action. In just a few minutes, we will end today's broadcast with the campaign's music video. But first, it's my great pleasure to welcome on Zoom Peter Kronowit, songwriter, activist, founder of Face the Music Collective, and board member of Music Declares Emergency US. That's a very good campaign. Well done. And that's the organization behind this campaign as well. So tell us, Pete, about the campaign and what you're trying to achieve.
Absolutely. So, as you said, I'm a member of Music Declares Emergency, the U.S. chapter. There's 18 chapters internationally. We started with a clever slogan, the No Music on a Dead Planet. And that slogan caught the attention of music artists and music industry people around the world. And now we have more than 8,000 people around the world who have signed our declaration. We also worked very closely with the Climate Music Project and partnered on a climate songwriting workshop. What we did back in June of 2022 is we put together distinguished climate scientists with a few amazing songwriters. Just the idea was to write upbeat songs with the, facing the reality, but make them upbeat, and then, use those songs as a way to activate the public. So one of the songs that was written during that workshop was the song you're going to hear, I Want to Be Cool. It was written by some award-winning songwriters and friends of mine, Will Kimbrough and Brant Miller. And then Kimbrough recorded the song, and we knew immediately that we needed to do something about it. So before, when you hear the song, you're going to hear a line before the last chorus. The line is, can't you hear your kids starting to shout? So we came up with this idea to recruit thousands of young people all around the world to sing the chorus and bring more people to the climate fight.
Right. That's really interesting. So I used to be the Director of Communications for the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. So that's the body that, organizes these conferences where we are right now in Baku and other things too. And we did a song competition for a song for Paris in 2015, when the whole world was coming together finally for a truly global treaty. And we listened in my offices in Bonn in Germany to many, many submissions. And it was quite hard because I'd say 90% of the songs about climate change were a bit on the I love my solar panel, I love my, wind turbine sort of lyric. Or it's very, very, very super happy clappy. And a bit like those Bob Geldorf songs from the past, for Save the World. So it's difficult, right? And also we found when we were talking to friends that if you use the word climate change too often, some people didn't want to listen, right? Some people wanted to switch off. It's a curious thing, is the songwriting area of climate music. And maybe I can just mention, we have an ambassador for music for We Don't Have Time called Siren Tip. She's based in New York. She brought out an album just recently called Carbon. And every track is inspired by climate change. She's worth listening to. There are some people moving in this area, right? But it's not many swimming in this area.
Well, there's lots of artists who have been inspired by this challenge that we're facing, and they're approaching it from many different perspectives and writing about it from the personal experiences, from the environment, and it's, as you said, it's very difficult to write a song that kind of addresses the reality. It doesn't scare people, but also to give hope. And that's what I think both Will Kimbrough and Brant Miller did exceptionally well, is they weave this narrative together about, hey, there's real things that we're facing. Yeah. This is something we need to do something about. But if we work together, I mean, literally the lyrics in the chorus they're just beautifully phrased, and the pacing and the melody, and it ends up being one of those infectious things that you just kind of want to be a part of. And that was the idea, to, having people sing. There's something happens when people, when you get to the point, music is a wide berth of kinds of experience, right? You could dance, you could, but
what you're saying is, if you work together on singing, if you sing together, you can actually transform your thinking and even join hands with people that don't necessarily agree with you.
Absolutely. It builds community, it builds bridges. And but I also would say that art, music, any kind of art is it's an entry point. It's an opening, maybe even a potential awakening. And we thought of it as a starting point to guide people toward getting people engaged. And really think about that, because the people who are watching this broadcast are likely people who are already active, engaged in what's happening around the climate. It's the people that we really need to reach. A pop song can possibly reach all kinds of other people, but you have to give them an on-ramp. You have to give them very explicit ways where they can make a difference. And it's got to be a simple step. And so we built this campaign, the Be Cool campaign, around that idea of 3 areas. And if I can, I just want to...
Yes, very briefly now, because we're just running out of time, Pete.
Absolutely. So we came up with a guide. The first one is to focus on civic engagement. The second is guiding communities to reduce emissions. The third is to provide effective climate education. What we know in the climate movement is it's policies and legislation that really move the needle. But policies don't happen without public support.
Good
so
point.
Making sure that people understand what's happening, it's awareness, but it's that next step. So we now have a guide, and we're going to offer this song for anybody who wants it. That's the campaign. You can kick off events with it. You could use the song. You could use the videos. Kids can play the song. They could do it in their own genre, and then record them. We'll highlight it on our YouTube channel, and then we'll provide a guide with partners that they can be effective in addressing the climate
Brilliant,
issue.
Pete. And of course, new and old leaders of governments around the world can sing the song as well and make the right choices in terms of government policy, from North America to, say, Latin America. Okay, good.
Everywhere. And
everywhere.
we have a website. Don't forget our website.
Okay, go on then.
It's Climate Music, which is our partner in this. climatemusic.org/becool. You can,
climatemusic.org/becool.
That's it.
We've got it. I'm sure it's going to be on our website anyway. So go to that, ladies and gentlemen. You can download it, use it for free, and you must report back to Pete what you did with it. Okay.
Exactly. That's the whole idea.
Thanks, Pete. This is great. We're now going to hear, ladies and gentlemen, certainly our premiere on We Don't Have Time of I Wanna Be Cool.
I wanna be cool, it isn't a joke. To walk in the woods, without all the smoke. I love to swim, but not in a flood. We can't grow a crop, down in the mud. I want to be cool and get the job done, so we don't get left out to bake in the sun. Let's plant some trees and make some shade. From the ground up, that's how change is made. I wanna be cool, how about you? Together there's not one single thing that we couldn't do. Take care of the earth and each other too. Working together, we all can be cool. I wanna be cool. getting too hot. I'm joining the movement to save what we've got. So every girl and every boy can live a good, long, healthy life and find some joy. I wanna be cool, how about you? Together there's not one single thing that we couldn't do. Take care of the earth and each other too. Working together, we all can be cool. Leaders, it's time to lead. Listen to your people in need. The whole world is sweating this out. Can't you hear your kids starting to shout? I wanna be cool, how about you? Together there's not one single thing that we couldn't do. Take care of the earth and each other too. Working together, we all can be cool. I wanna be cool, how about you? Together there's not one single thing that we couldn't do. Take care of the earth and each other too. Working together, working together, working together. We all can be cool. I wanna be cool. I wanna be cool.
So that was a great new song to preview here on We Don't Have Time, and hope you enjoyed and hope you sign up and use it around the world.